when I think about it, it's really hard as a rapper. It's really hard to have a career over 10 years.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe even 5 years, because as and I think we've talked about this, Dano, before. Like, you know, hip hop is the most lyrical form. Like the whole genre is built on words. I mean, yes, there's beats, but for most hip hop artists, it's what they're saying. That's what's going to sustain the song.
Yeah, there's one hip hop song might have the lyrics of five metal songs,
Right,
right? Just because you're just not going to be talking as much.
right.
What's it?
And so, like, how
Sorry,
do
go ahead.
you think of after, like, I mean, even after two or three albums, like, how do you come up with new words and more new ways, like new lyrics, new angles to explore?
You have to
Right.
consume, right? Like,
Mhm.
because if you're just constant output, you're draining yourself of ideas. So you need to read. Reading's huge, at least for me.
Mhm.
I think reading is huge, like, because that sort of brings you into the world of words. But if you're reading things that, sort of, whether it's like philosophical texts, whether it's science books, history books, or even just, great fiction,
Mhm.
you're sort of seeing the way that other great writers put words together,
Right.
and that could, like, the phrasing that they use can really help with sort of giving you new ideas and new ways to look at how you deliver your own words
Mm.
and your phrasing. Listening to a lot of different music, I think, is real important. Especially like folks that are good writers, good lyric writers. It doesn't necessarily have to be rap music, but if you sort of listen to how they structure things, again, like, to me, phrasing is a really important thing, like that. I've over the last like 10 years, that's something I pay attention to more than anything in music, the way, like, people phrase things. I don't really care about, like, styles anymore. I mean, I care about it, I enjoy it, but it's more the way that somebody phrases something. Because you could be really direct and kind of boring, but you could have creative ways of saying that, and you could find that in every genre of music, like the sort of creativeness in the way that they phrase things. But I think consuming things is a way to really help you keep a fresh perspective. But you have to take that time, like, not even really writing or anything during that time. Just like after you've purged everything, you have to take stuff back in again and build it back up, and sort of rejigger the way you think about things and stuff like that. You have to be really open to newness.
And then to piggyback on that question, like, what are some examples of some rap careers that you think have aged gracefully?
I mean, I think Mos Def has aged pretty gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
And that's somebody that's not around all the time.
Right.
Doom was a great example, but I think even Doom got to a point where he was kind of exhausting what he was doing. Who else is?
I think Black Thought.
Yeah, Black Thought's a great example.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Black
wonderful
Thought
example.
taking the ownership of doing the Tonight Show
Yeah,
is very much in line with what you're talking about.
yeah.
Taking a step away,
Mm-hmm.
not a step away, a step in a different direction. Just completely in a different direction, still using his skills and also adding skills like the charisma it takes to be that kind of, like when you're listening to a broadcast, you have the analyst and then you have the color guy. Like,
Yeah.
that kind of presence and dynamic of being on a talk show,
Yeah.
I would say Red and Meth aged pretty gracefully.
I was just thinking, especially Meth.
Yeah.
Like, Meth, as of late, Meth has been fucking killing shit.
Killing shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the point. You focus on other things.
Yeah.
It allows more space for those things to bloom,
Yeah.
Kind of like I always compare it to doing a crossword puzzle, you know?
Yeah,
You step away, you come back, next thing you know, the answers are popping up.
it's amazing. That's 100% the truth.
So
Yep.